there, my name is Christine Cooper and I'm your Gel Moment Independent Distributor. I broke this nail off, and instead of going around with one short nail or cutting them all down, I'm going to use this builder in a bottle. It's called Gel Extend. It's extremely strong, Hema free, and I can build a nail with it. I could fix a torn nail or just add strength to my nail. But here I'm going to specifically build this nail so that when it's painted, it looks like all the rest. So let's get started. So first I cleansed my nail using an alcohol cleanser, and now I'm going to use one of these nail forms. You can get these nail forms off our site. 5 come in a box and they're reusable. So the important thing is to get it on your finger correctly. When I put it on, I need it behind the white part of the nail, and you want it tight fitting to the nail. I'm going to show you here. You want to make sure that nail form is straight with the nail. You don't want it bent backwards or bent forwards. And you also want to make sure there's no gap between the nail form and that little bit of nail. So we're going to take this Gel Extend, which is a builder in a bottle. Just clean my mat here. And usually with gel polish, you apply it in thin coats. But on the nail form, you're going to want to put a large dollop to form the new nail. And you want to do it, you want to make that dollop larger than what you actually want your nail to be, because we're going to file it and shape it later. Then on the nail, you want to put a thin coat of the Gel Extend, avoiding the cuticle and sidewalls. And you're going to work that thin coat up and connect it to the dollop that's on the nail form. So it will actually be one entire nail of Gel Extend, but you have a thin layer on your natural nail bed and a thick dollop on the nail form. When I'm done here, I'm going to flip my finger upside down just for a few seconds. And the reason I do that is because gel polish is self-leveling, and I want to form that natural convex shape of the nail. So if I turn it upside down, it helps form that natural shape of the nail, and it just makes it look a little bit more like a nail looks. I'm just checking it here to make sure I didn't have any on my skin. And now I'm going to cure for the 45 seconds. This is using our professional lamp. Now I'm going to repeat what I just did for a second coat. So again, a thicker dollop on that nail form, and make sure you're building the nail larger than what you want it. And then I go in with a thin coat on top of my natural nail and work it from the bottom up to that dollop and connect the two. I'm only doing 2 coats here to make this fingernail. You could do 3, and some people do, but I've found with 2 that it's sufficient for a nail and it does not break. This stuff is extremely strong, much stronger than your natural fingernail. And once again, when I have it all done, I'm just pushing some of that gel back that was starting to go down the side of the nail form. I'm going to turn it upside down again to help the gel form that natural nail shape. Inspect my finger, make sure I have no gel on the skin. Looks good. And cure. So now I'm going to gently remove the nail form. So I loosen the form from my nail or from my finger, and I gently push underneath that new nail that I just made. And there, it's off and reusable. So now you see I have a funky looking nail, and that's okay. I take the majority of the excess off with my nail clippers, still leaving it slightly larger than what I want it, so I can file it to shape. Don't make the mistake of taking too much off with your clippers, because then you'd have to rebuild the nail again. Now I go in with my 180 grit file here. So this Gel Moment file has 220 on the sponge side and 180 on that white side. And I'm going to file it to shape. So I sped this up, but you can see I'm just gently filing it and then checking it with my other fingers for shape and size. And now I'm taking that cleanser pad that I saved, and I'm going to wipe it off. So Gel Extend, when you cure it, leaves a tacky layer, and that's normal. And I'm just wiping it off to get the tackiness off. And now I'm using the buffing side of my file underneath just to get any little burrs off that I might have created with the file. I can go ahead and paint this nail and no one will know that it's actually a built nail. Thank you for watching and make sure you like and subscribe.